Bro, he didn't do nothing, bro. What do you think?
Another video has surfaced of Grand Rapids police officers drawing down on teens on the streets. It's drawing concern a year after the department says it instituted a policy to curtail this kind of interaction. Barton Dieters has been talking with police and the ACLU about what's going on here. Barton?
Well, Marley, a man who lives in the Roosevelt Park neighborhood of southwest Grand Rapids, became concerned when he saw police on a street pulling guns on kids, so he pulled out his phone.
What are you doing? Bro, he didn't do nothing, bro. What do you think?
Hey, chill out!
The man filming the video did not want to go on camera, but can be heard after police pulled their weapons on two boys, ages 15 and 16, around 6 p.m. Monday on Lynch Street, north of Burton and east of US 131.
Get down!
Get down, bro!
The boys eventually got down on their knees and are handcuffed. Then they're led away by police. Police would also not go on camera, but the department released a statement saying they stopped the boys as they were walking on the street instead of the sidewalks. That violates a city ordinance. The statement said officers had been assigned to spend extra time in that neighborhood due to the high number of violent crimes and to gang graffiti indicating potential violence. Police say after telling boys to walk on the sidewalk, the officer asked for their names and identification. The boys refused to provide it, walking away instead. The officer decided to arrest them for refusing to cooperate with a lawful command and told them to stop when they refused again. The officer grabbed one of the boys' arms and he pulled away and allegedly reached behind his back, leading the officer to draw down on the boys.
We don't know the details, Barton. We don't know. We have a lot of questions here. What we do know is that the GRPD has a history of pulling guns on kids of color.
Okay, right there. Okay. Got him.
This comes 1 year after the police instituted the so-called honesty policy that came after police were recorded forcing a shrieking 11-year-old girl into a police car. The policy calls for police to consider using other means than pulling a gun when dealing with minors.
The GRPD keeps saying it's going to change, going to treat children like children, but this video, from what we can see so far, sure looks like more of the same.
Police say one of the boys was taken home after being handcuffed and another was charged with resisting police.
Changes in paper policies by the GRPD just haven't translated into changes on the street, changes in our community, changes in the way kids are actually being treated, kids of color. And so, it's really time for some real change.
The statement from police reads, "This is a good opportunity to remind the community that officers' actions are determined by the individual they are having contact with. Officers are trained to pick up on an individual's cues and escalate and de-escalate based on their actions."
We also know that had these been white kids walking down the street, this would never have happened.
Now we're working to get more information, including body camera footage from GRPD. In studio, Barton Dieters, 24 Hour News 8.